Hello friends, I hope you enjoyed the last lecture and understood everything about the gearbox design, the structural formulae and the speed step. This is a similar kind of numerical in which two formulas have been given to us and we have to find out the optimum or the best diagram for our gearbox, and we have to design the gearbox as per the diagram. Let's see what else is given. Nmax is given, N minimum, the speed of the motor is given, that is the input. We have to find out the gear diagram, motor diagram, ray diagram, speed diagram. So solution starts with finding out the ratio, that is Nmax upon N minimum. We get 15.873. The next step was finding out the progression ratio, that is Rn raised to 1 upon Z minus 1. We have been given Z is equal to 9, that is a 9-step speed box, that is N1 to N9. The speeds will vary. Finding out N1 is fairly simple, that is N minimum 31.5 rpm. N2 is N minimum into 5, that is 31.5 into 1.4128, 44.50. N3, N4, N5, N6, N7, N8 and N9 can be found out using the progression ratio and increasing the power step by step. So for 9 steps the formula is, for 9 step we can take number of stages is equal to 2 and the formula is 3-1 or 3-3, and it can be 3-3 or 3-1. So we have to find out the best formula or the optimum number of formula from this. The first is 3-1 and 3-3. Let's see how to draw the structural diagram. The speed steps are known, N1 to N9. I have not drawn the motor diagram or the motor shaft to confuse you. This is the 2-step 9-speed structural diagram for 3-1 and 3-3. First, drawing 3 lines with a space of 1. Taking again the as I told you in the last video, if you may have noticed, for odd numbers we get it on the line, for even numbers we get it in the middle. So taking the average or the middle value, we draw 3 lines with a gap of 1. So 1 and 1, we drew 3 lines. Now the next step is drawing 3 lines with a space of 3. So the first line will be as usual at this end, only for 3. For 2 we have to draw 2 lines inclined. For 3 we have to draw first line and then taking the reference of this line 1 2 3 1 2 3, we have to join the other 2 lines. Similarly for this line, taking the middle line 1 2 3 and 1 2 3, joining 3 lines. And for the last one, in this way we can find out the structural diagram for 3-1 and 3-3. Now let's see the next diagram. Next diagram was 3-3 and 3-1. So drawing 3 lines with a space of 3 in between them, drawing N1, N2, N3, N4, N5, N6, N7, N8 and N9. Taking the middle point as usual, drawing 3 lines, 3 gap, then 1, again a gap of 3 and 1. Drawing 3 lines with a space of 1 in between each line. So 1, taking gap of 1, we drew 1 line, taking gap of 1, we drew 1 line. Similarly for these two, we get the structural diagram for 3-3 and 3-1. Now we drew the structural diagram for both the formula. We have to decide which is the best. So first we can find out the stage efficiency. Let's see how to find out. For diagram 1, we can find out the stage efficiency considering the second stage because it has the largest number of space or the largest number of transmission in the second stage. So we can find out the stage efficiency as 3 and doubling it, that is 3 into 2, we will get it as 6. So the stage efficiency is 6. Then how did I find out this 3? I took into consideration the number of spacing between 2 lines, that is 1, 2 and 3, and then multiplying it by 2. Again for this diagram, the maximum space between the 2 lines is 1, 2, 3 and multiplying it by 2 we get 6. So from this we cannot determine which is the best diagram. The next method is finding out the nodes, that is the total number of nodes from the 2 structural diagram and deciding the best one. Let's see how to calculate. I took element 1 and 2, that is first diagram, second diagram, shaft 1, shaft 2, shaft 3 and the total number of nodes. For shaft 1, let's see what all are given. The nodes on the first shaft are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So there are 5 nodes on the first shaft, 6 nodes on the second shaft and the last is 9th node, that is on the third shaft. So 5, 6, 9. You have to follow the last line and take into consideration only the points, not the gap. Do not make the mistake of counting the gap. You have to always count the shaft n1, n2, n3, n4, and the fifth is n5. So 5, 6 and 9 nodes on the first structural diagram. Writing it in the table, we get for shaft 1 5, shaft 2 6, shaft 3 9, total will be 20. For the second diagram, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. So 5, 8 and 9. Totaling it should be 22. Now from this we can see the smaller space is required for the first structural diagram. So we'll be using the first formula, that is 3-1 and 3-3, for designing our gearbox. So now the structural formula is fixed and it is the optimum design. Redrawing the diagram, we now connect it to the motor shaft as well, as shown in the last numerical in the last video. I'll give the link to the above video in the I button over here. So N9 and N10 is given. We drew the speed diagram. Next we have to find out the ray diagram. Ray diagram is a mere representation of speed diagram, subtracting all the inclined lines. So from motor we will come to 5, from 5 will come to 6 and then to the final one. I'll give you an idea from the first diagram. So we connect this to the input. So 1, 5, 6 and 10. This is how you draw the ray diagram. Now comes the gearbox design. To find out the number of gears, we can use the table, or else you can calculate it directly using. How did I calculate the number of gears? Was we knew 3 1 and 3 3. I took the 3 out of it and 1 and 3 was added, so I get 3 into 4 12. There are 12 number of gears in our gearbox using the first diagram 3 1 and 3 3. First shaft, that is input shaft, has 3 gears. The output shaft has 3 gears, 1 2 3, and all the intermediate gears lie in the between. So the first stage, second stage, input output. This was the gear diagram for 3 1 3 3. This is the maximum amount or the variation that can be asked for such type of numerical in examination. Do practice well. I hope you all enjoyed it and understood whatever I taught. If you have any issues, do comment. I'll try to solve them as fast as possible. I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.